I got some of this good detox tea, man. I had to go on detox, man. All right, hey, we live. How y'all doing this evening, man? Welcome to another edition of the Elite Mancast, where we talk about different topics every Wednesday at 8:30, man. Y'all share these posts, share these videos to your friends, your families. Hope we can get some awareness about self-development, reprogramming, programming, trying to find out different ways that we can better our lives, man, better our household. That's all we basically want to do, is be the men that we're supposed to be in our community. Because without that, the community keeps on going where it's going. You know what I'm saying? Just like my shirt say, man, assets over liabilities. We don't deal with too many liabilities, because if it costs you too much, it's going to cost you your freedom. Can't roll with that. Yep. So y'all already know, man. We got Mr. Michael out here on the road, getting it in. You got Coach KD down there in the Kakalaki, South Kakalaki. Yeah. And then hold up. We got Professor X in the building. Y'all already know. That man suited and booted. He is ready to get it crunk. All right, man. Tonight we talking about what is your programming? What are the things you're listening to? What are the things that you're allowing in your head space? So we already know, man. It's some things are good, some things are bad. So hey, man, Michael, what you got on this? Give me a little bit of what you got on this programming, man.
And when we first started talking about it, I was kind of confused for a minute. But it came around. Like, what's your program? And then I'm thinking about computers. But, it's a good topic. I think it's gonna be a good one.
I know it.
All right. Come on through, man.
What's up, everybody? Good to see you today. Well, tonight, I'm glad to be a part of this platform, man. We're glad about it. Today, your programming. What gets you going? What are you plugged into? So I like that. And Mike was real. He transparent. He said he was lost, but that's all right. Sometimes we are lost, but make sure that we get found.
There
it is, bro. So I'm looking forward to it.
Let me hear it, man.
I like the Boondocks. That's my program. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, since Mike didn't want to. I like the Boondocks. I like Ozark. I like Matlock. I like Married with Children. Married with Children? Yeah, man. Yeah.
Out of control, man. That dude out of control.
But my programming was just television, period, because everyone kind of like the Kardashians. You feel like everybody's lifestyle is gonna be like the Kardashians, are supposed to be like that, and little do they know that the Kardashians don't even look like the Kardashians, because mentally we've been programmed, like, since everything up to the age of 7, like that's how we've been groomed to live. And if you look at the course of your lifestyle, that's pretty much how it's going on now, because of the program that we've been programmed with. So I love platforms like this show and multiple other things I listen to and watch, because it's all about reprogramming the mindset.
Yeah, definitely the case, man. Right. We definitely have to reprogram our minds, listening to the right programs, and getting around the right people, man. Is going to, catapult you forward in your day-to-day, man. Because, things about, one thing I know about this life, man, we keep doing the same thing. We keep getting the same results, man.
That's right.
Some of us say, hey, man, well, my results are good. I'm getting money. I got a nice place to live. But at the same time, like my shirt says, assets over liabilities. You might have a nice place to live, but you're paying the rent. You ain't bought it out cash. So you got a bill. That's a bill. Just like me buying a new truck, I still got some notes to pay. That's a bill. That's an asset until I'm able to make it to where it's a liability. I mean, to where I'm making it an asset, not a liability. Let me say that. And so, you know, a lot of things that we have to really start understanding that your possessions, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? What your programming is your knowledge of awareness of where you should be in life, the knowledge that you gain that you can pass down to your children, some legacy traits that you should be able to pass down to your children instead of some Jordan money. You know, we always try to give our kids money to compensate what we didn't have.
Come on.
Right.
Why don't we just give them some financial literacy because we didn't have that? Why don't we give them some property and deeds because we didn't have that passed down to us? I know I didn't. Let me say that. But whoever was fortunate, you know, I praise God to them. You know what I'm saying? So, man, let's get this thing started. Michael, come on. I'm going to come back to you since you didn't have a clue, but now you do.
Whoa. Let's go, Mike.
Damn. All right. Thanks, bro. Wait. So we on me? I'm at it.
We waiting on you, Mike.
It's back on you, Mike. Get with the program.
I'm sorry. I'm coming. I'm on the way. No, okay, but now let's get serious. Okay, the programming. All right, we've been all listening to all kind of things, and we talk about this quite a few times. As far as the music we listen to, the programs on TV, and that's just what it's doing. It's programming our minds to do stuff or buy stuff that we don't really want or need or can use. It's like I done seen so many black women walking around with little pocketbook dogs, like carrying them in their little pocketbooks. Like before, black women were scared of dogs. Now they've been programmed to try to be like Kardashian, some little lap dog carrying it around. And it's like, this ain't good. This ain't us. We got to be programmed to be us and not be like somebody else.
That's good, man, because that's definitely what goes on in the black community. I can say this right here, man. We set the trends, but yet and still we will follow a trend at the same time, without even acknowledging what we're doing. You know, if Becky did it, oh, we don't like Becky, but yet and still you do what Becky does.
Okay.
Y'all didn't carry these dogs in these bags until Becky had the dog in the bag. We used to talk about the people with the dogs in the bag.
Yep.
Come on.
Now we doing the same thing that we say we don't want to be nothing like. But at the same time, hey man, to each his own. Y'all feel like y'all need to carry your dog with you everywhere you go. Carry your dog, man.
What the hell?
But go ahead, KD. Let me hear what you got.
Well, I'm just really here. You know, I'm okay with how you move or what moves you. You know, everybody different. But for me, what programs me is my connection. What I'm connected to.
Right.
What moves me is what I believe. So what I believe is what I practice. You know what I'm saying? So what I practice, I have to remain teachable. And what I teach myself, that's what pushes me, and that's also what I believe. So what gets me going, what keeps me afloat, what sustains me, you know, that's part of my programming. So I have to continue to teach myself, research. You know, so even going back to last week, what we talked about, you know, I had to go do some research on that, you know, about, you know, the pig and all that. So, you know, what pushes me, what programs me is what I'm connected to. I got to stay plugged in, man. And being on this platform is part of my program. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I look forward to Wednesday night because we got so much coming from different areas of the United States. You know, you in Florida, Professor X down there in the booth. You know what I'm saying? So just to get different feedback from different areas, you know, that helps me stay programmed as well. Not only that, but researching and connecting my mind to other avenues. Don't just stay inside the box, you know. So by me broadening my horizons or listening to different people. You know, that's what helped me and keep me programmed.
There it is. There it is. Professor X on the mic. What's happening?
Oh
Part
yeah,
of
and I was just doing more research into it, and you know, it even goes as far as like the adoption agencies. Like most people that adopt kids, they want them of a certain age because their mind is like a sponge. You know, it's easier for them to program them, or you know, just to like get them. Trying to word it differently to not make it sound like kids are science projects, but because their minds are like sponges. So it's like, you know, the more they can absorb when they're younger, you know, that's why you have some grown-ups even, you know, they battle with certain things because of, you know, how they were raised. I mean, like the most delicate time in a kid's life or in a person's life is like, you know, the first several years, you know, leading up to that particular age anyways. You have some of those that feel like, oh man, I can't do this, I can't do that. It's like, okay, well, what's stopping you? But that's because literally when they were kids, like now we use the word like downloading. That's what they do. They download everything they see. Their parents do television because they're more, you know, trying to say that was my phone making a noise, more impressionable at that age. And I mean, they always speak on, you can't teach a new dog, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I mean, but it's all about reprogramming because, you know, there's the conscious and the subconscious. Goes back to what Coach was saying about, you know, the different things that we listen to. Because I was programmed, like I said before, going to the gym, listening to rap music or whatever. You know, it's not doing anything. It's stimulating me like, maybe I can't even say spiritually because I mean, yeah, I want to work out hard or whatever, but if I listen to things like Rich Dad Poor Dad, you know, it's stimulating my mind as well as my muscles, it's feeding different areas.
Right.
I mean, it's all about reprogramming. For the longest, I wasn't sure, like, you know, there was a technique as far as reprogramming because they have people that want you to like buy this, you know, 3 or 4 year course to like, you know, get rich or to live a better life. I mean, it's more than about that. And then, you know, there's hypnosis and, you know, like the whole theta being.
Yeah.
I mean, even as kids, think about it. When we were kids, if you was going outside and you were playing like cops and robbers or whatever they played, you know, back in y'all time, you know, if you had a broom, I mean, that broom was a horse, right? It's kind of like when they're playing house, like little girls, they can make a mud pie and like, it's real to them because it's like, oh, this is a real pie. Okay, a little nasty, but I bet you're not going to eat that mud, but it's real to them.
That was the imagination.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, you know, with theta programming, that's all it is. It's their imagination because up to a certain point, you're living with, I want to say it's 95% subconscious and then 5% consciousness that you're actually, you know, working with in life.
No, that's true. That's true. I'm glad you said that because it says, I had read about it. It says if your mind is wandering, it's already on autopilot. That means you're not even thinking. You're in the subconscious living. So it's like, you know, when you're in the subconscious mind, you don't even have to think anymore. You just done thinking.
Right.
Because it's all programs that's already been set. So why I say what I love about Joe Dispenza, he said, remember your future as if it was your past.
Wow.
And that way, every day you wake up, you remembering what are you going to be in the future. Your future self. You live out your future self every single day. That way right there, you're going to catch yourself on another level by the end of the month damn near. You know what I'm saying? Every time that we try to reprogram ourselves, we get caught up with the wondering. Now we just sitting over there like, damn, what can I do? But then all you're gonna do is just put yourself back in the subconscious mind. You're not gonna live in the conscious mind because you starting to think too long. If you've written it down already, you saying, hey man, this is what I'm gonna do, X, Y, and Z by the end of this month. You live it every single day. That's how you reprogram your mind. I wake up every day wanting to be a better carpenter, wanting to be a better salesperson. I wake up every day figuring out how can I have a great conversation with somebody without making it sound salesy.
Yeah,
you know.
Exactly.
So that's one thing.
It all goes back to repetition.
Yeah. Oh, repetition. That's the word I use.
Like that's what it is. You don't always have to be the smartest cat in the room. Like even getting into restaurants, you know, when I first started, I wasn't the best chef. Hell, I didn't know anything about cooking.
Wow.
So no, I didn't have to be the best, but as long as I beat the best there, you know, repetition, like it builds up in numbers. Like what you lacking knowledge, you build up in numbers, right? So that's all I did.
Right.
So I can go ahead and repeat a recipe, all the way to the point where it becomes second nature. Subconsciously, like I could go ahead, okay, I can be doing something, listening to something else, and just go ahead and doing that. And by the time I'm finished, it's like, well, damn, I did it already. Because it's all about repetition. Same thing like in a dating scene. You work on a couple of pickup lines, maybe they don't work. And it's like all of a sudden you just become clever with it, and it's like, well, damn, you wasn't hard. So I mean, like that's what it is.
But that's the thing, man. We can't be afraid to lose, though. You know,
Right.
Sometimes you got to take those L's to become what you want to become.
Oh, you read my
That's
post
what makes you
earlier,
successful.
I seen
read my
it.
post earlier.
That's right. I did, man. And look,
What did you say? What your post say?
his post said, become a millionaire, you can't spell millionaire without any L's.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I gotta go back.
That thing touched me now. That thing touched me. I was like, yeah. I can feel that. But what I was gonna say is that, man, you got to be able to see yourself down the road, because he already see us down the road. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got to see ourselves down the road. We got to have that vision. And like you're saying, writing it down makes a difference. So you work towards it each and every day. And part of that is remaining teachable. See, if you think you got it so much, or you think you arrived, you ain't gonna be able to receive nothing to get better. So that's my thing.
Right.
I want to be better every day. You know what I'm saying? Like it's important for me to learn so I can be better. You know, and how do I learn? I receive from other people. I receive from research. Knowledge is you got to work on it. You know, it ain't automatic. You know what I'm saying? Where you gonna get it from?
Yeah.
And once again, that goes back to repetition. Kind of like you could probably quote the Bible or your favorite verses anyway.
Right.
Repetition. You just said the stuff enough times. I mean, I don't even read. I can't tell you the last time I read the Bible, but it's like Psalm 23.
Lord,
that's
myself.
embedded in me. Yeah, because my dad made me memorize the verse when I was a kid. I'm gonna go ahead and memorize this just so when you ask me again, hey, I know what it says.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, man, that's so true, man. And the thing about it is, what we can do nowadays is we have all of these we have all this YouTube information. Like me, I go to sleep with vibrational music on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And that way I wake up every morning in a great mood, because I've listened to the healing vibrations. I've listened to the cleansing vibrations. I've listened to those chakras, and I've listened to those things talk about the chakras and everything. And I feel in the morning when I wake up, I can get up and I'm gone. I don't have to be like, damn, man.
That's right. Hey, that's what you be up early. You be up early, man. But let me share something with you already. God tells us to guard what we hear, what we see, and what is in our hearts. We got to guard that. What goes in, that's what's going to come out. That's what's going to move. That's what you plugged into. That's how you program. So by you listening to that vibrational music, that's what already got you right.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, bro, before I was doing that, man, I would wake up and I would lay there in the bed, didn't want to move, thinking about yesterday before I even opened my eyes. And that's another thing too. We can't wake up, pick up the phone, doing all the same old things. Like my partner, one of my partners, he say every morning he uses a different hand to brush his teeth.
Yeah.
Wow. And that gets your mind to a different spark. You start sparking different frequencies in your mind, because now your mind was so used to that pattern. Like, wait a minute, what you doing?
Yeah.
I gotta make
Not
do
only
something
that,
different.
So you're afraid by him switching hands, he's gonna be able to reach those back teeth and those cavities that he's been missing with his right hand.
Yeah. Wow.
But no, you have to switch it up, because it gets to the point where it's like, okay, I already know what I'm gonna say when I like calling somebody, and it's like mentally I'm already preparing for the conversation. Like, okay, they're not gonna pick up. Then all of a sudden they answer the phone. I'm like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting you to answer. And then it's like it kind of shocks you. So then you just have to go back and just
Yeah. And that's real, man. We got to understand that, this programming every day, man, it's a real thing. And like, we can get with people, man, and they can take you off of your track. We can start having conversations with people, man, and you'll forget where you're headed because your subconscious has taken over that conversation. Now you want to talk to people about shit that don't even matter no more. It's like I've outgrown that. I look at these posts all the time where people saying, I'm not going to let nobody take me back to where I just came from. But it's easy to say that on a post until you get into a real life situation with somebody who you really like, or you cut for, you like, damn, man, I like this chick, or I like this dude, man. Let me, we chopping it up. We getting familiar with each other. Then all of a sudden, you find yourself back down the same old road that you just came from. You say you weren't going to take yourself back down.
Yeah. Keep your circle small.
That's deep.
And it's like I said earlier today, especially about circles. If you're not motivated by your circle, you're not in a circle. You're in a cage.
That's for real.
That's pretty much what it is. I mean, if I can't, honestly, and it's like I'm a real person, but if I wasn't motivated by talking to you guys every week, why do it? I'll probably log it onto my phone to make it seem like I'm watching. Yeah. I'll be watching one of my real programs. Yeah. I can't.
What?
That's why I redid my schedule so I can actually be on it, because it was good for me to go ahead and listen, and even if I was to tap in, whenever I had a minute or whatever. But it's like, well, no, because this is all about building. It's all about repetition. The restaurant is running great without me being there.
That's right.
So it's like, well, okay, cool. If they mess up, I'll see it on Yelp tomorrow. But it's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it, man. But that's important, man. We got to. What goes in is what's going to come out, though, man.
Yeah.
What we pour into ourselves, what we pour into each other, what we putting out into the universe. Hear me?
Yeah.
What we put out, that's what's going. You know what I'm saying? That's what's coming back to you, man. I just think that we have to be mindful of what we surround ourselves with and how we move, man. What you programmed to, what's helping you move.
That goes back to your favorite book, the Bible. And it says, you know, my people perish for lack of knowledge. I can sit up there and have a conversation with whoever. If Mike was on the phone, right? Okay, Mike, you know, do you realize that we're 7 years behind? Do you realize that we're actually in 2015 right now?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, no, it's 2023. Okay, well, in Ethiopia, because they're 7 years behind in Ethiopia, they have 13 months. They don't have 12 months.
Wow.
Right.
So it's like,
we don't even understand different cultures. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. So it's like you always have to always be learning.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't, the whole program, the school board, whoever decides, you know, what they teach you or whatever, they teach you what they want you to know.
Right.
Even,
hey, man, I'm glad you said that. I don't mean to cut the wheel short. Hey, I was looking at one of them YouTube shorts, and the guy, he was going through comparing the cars, as cars from the back in the day to cars to right now, how the difference was. Then he went from the houses, and then he went from the classroom. The classroom is set up the same way. They're teaching the same style. They're not even reinventing the classroom.
Right.
So they started teaching you how to live out of your past. They're not teaching you about nothing in the future.
Right.
Wow.
So that's the program. That's why schools aren't what they should be. That's why people aren't advancing, because they're teaching you the programs from 1967.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's nothing changed.
Meanwhile, you have certain kids that's graduating high school when they're 9 years old.
Wow. What are they doing?
College. Martin Luther King graduated when he was 15. They had somebody I was reading about. He was a kid. He graduated high school. He's on his way to college right now. I mean, but it's all about how he was raised.
If you take your children out of the schools and start educating them yourself, don't teach them about the history that don't matter. Teach them about the history that does matter.
Yeah.
Teach them about the original man.
Other countries, they're advancing. In London, they don't teach about Black History Month.
But see, if they taught them about Black history, period, don't even put the month on it. Right. If they talking about Black history, we live in Black history every day. Like I had put on my post one day, I said every day every time you touch a doorknob, that's Black history. Every time you stop at a red light, that's Black history. Every time you put out the ironing board to iron your clothes, that's Black history, man.
Every time you use the elevator.
But every time you cut your grass.
Yeah. We created all of that. But they want to try to tell us about 28 days?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. So we really need to watch them programs that we keep on listening to. We gotta unlearn everything our parents taught us.
We gotta
unlearn everything we learned in school.
Wow.
Because that was the program from back then.
Sandwich.
Yeah. That's right. That's right, Miss Chad. The red light is Black history. Better let them know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Every day we celebrate Black history every day. That's why I told on Black History Month, hey man, you need to quit playing with me. We don't it's Black history every day.
That's right. That's right. But
try to give us a month, but then yet still everybody's been programmed, so they start putting it on their page. Oh, happy Black History Month. Are y'all serious?
So where does that start though? Where does that start? That start at home, right? Can't that start at home?
Exactly.
Look, I don't care what you saying Black History Month, but look here. Black history is you. Mm-hmm. You are Black history. You connected to Black history. So Black is beautiful. Black, teach them that. I mean, I just feel like we can't just put it on the school because the school got standards. They got to teach them, and that's what each district go by, a standard.
Right.
Now, granted, the Black history ain't in the standard. I get that. And I get that. But we got to vote the right people in to make that happen. But still, that don't mean we don't have to encourage them and teach at home. See, that's what we're missing. Not even teaching at home, allowing the student or the child to understand how to research on their own.
But it goes back into the church too, man.
Okay.
Come on, church. Come on, church.
Look, I'm superintendent of Sunday school, so I know. I get what you said. But guess what? There are things everybody got to be on one accord. See, that's the
community. The community raised what they say, the village raised a child.
That's right. So the community and the church supposed to be connected to take care of what the school ain't.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? The community, the home, and the church need to be connected to take care of what the school not taking care of.
Yeah.
I know we got to be careful what we talk about.
Blame the teacher now. Because guess what? We ourselves are teachers. That student is a teacher.
Huh?
Yeah.
They can teach themselves.
Oh, yeah. Now, I was just paying attention to the chat. I see Leanne in there, and she gonna start telling us about
that
I used to date a slave, and he did me wrong. He left me for freedom. Come on, Leanne. We know you're coming through.
Yeah, say no. But I like that, Jasmine. The community and the church should be connected.
That's right.
But the thing about that is what I've learned, that nobody want to be connected to a church that's talking about they need money every 5 minutes. They need this every 5 minutes. Who wants to be connected to a liability?
That's right. I get it. So that's why you'll find me in the community, in the schoolhouse, in the church, all that. And I don't want no money for none of it. But if you give it to me, I'm going to take it now. But what I'm saying is it takes money to do those things, but not always, right? If you do it from your heart, you can teach somebody without getting paid. If you can minister somebody without getting paid. You know what I'm saying? You can share some knowledge with somebody without getting paid. You get what I'm saying? Everybody wants to get paid for it, but if you do it naturally, you eventually get paid anyway.
That's true.
I like to say, Leanne, I like your comment, but they should erase the white history up out of these schools. I don't even mind them taking history up out of school so we can implement what real history is. Let's start talking about the Egyptians. Let's start talking about the Kemet. Let's start talking about the I forgot I can't even pronounce it, but it's It's real. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing in history class about black people. So why not take it away? Create a new history or create the original history that should be created. Because what they got in schools right now is all lies. Quit telling us these lies. Quit programming us with these lies that they done already gave us for over 50 years. So yeah, let them take it out of there. It ain't hurting nobody. It ain't hurting us because we wasn't even included into the history. All they talk about is Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. They don't talk about Huey P. Newton. They don't talk about Marcus Garvey. They don't talk about these people who created other things. They don't talk about, what is his name?
They'll talk about Abe Lincoln, though.
But which Abe Lincoln? You know it was a black Abe Lincoln, too.
Emancipation Proclamation. They talk about that a little bit. They talk about Jesse Jackson a little bit.
Yes.
Go to 10 school free. How about that?
Yeah. They don't. We don't, rather. See, we got to go to these other countries that teach that. But why we got to go to the other countries, though, Ed?
When we got the US of A, the whole great US of A right here.
Yeah. Where it's supposed to be. I ran into some Russian dudes the other day, man. And these cats told me they were so happy to be here. I said, y'all happy to be in this, boy, y'all gonna get treated bad. They say, no, we get to make the good money over here. They said in Russia, you don't get to make the money. I said, oh.
But why is it that they can come from other countries and come out here and get grants, get all this money to
They get $40 just to get here, ain't it?
Yeah. They get paid.
$10,000, I think.
Hmm?
I think they get $10,000 when they get here. 40,000? Oh, they done went up. I'm old. I'm late.
Yeah, I think it's 40. Last I heard it was 40, man. If you get if we could get these people with these millions of dollars, these $100 million contracts to create that's what I didn't understand. Oprah went way back to Africa to create a school. We need that school right here, Oprah.
But she already know that she wouldn't be appreciated as much, even if she was to do it out here.
Yeah.
Even Jesus left. They didn't respect him. So I'm just saying, I'm tired of them talking about the Bible in school. Like, it's cool, but if you're gonna teach the Bible, teach it all. Talk about Owen.
Yeah.
Your boy who smashed his brother old lady because he died, and when he pulled out, God killed him. Talk about that. But no, they want to talk about Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, I hear you.
You have to do your own research, man.
Yeah.
They talk about Peter, ain't it? Peter cut the man's ears or something, ain't it?
Yeah.
They pick and choose. I get what you're saying, though. You know,
they like to build stuff for TikTok users because they want to keep us distracted. They want to see us do the latest dance challenge. They want to see us do the latest fire challenge because we so happy to be noticed.
Yeah.
You got so many people that just they clout chasing. They want some attention.
50,000 followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want some attention, man. And they don't even know how to use the attention when they do get it. Now
but how the hell do you get a grant to build a TikTok house?
Wow.
But you can't get a grant to build another school.
Wow.
Or is it the fact that they don't trust us with the money?
Probably not.
Hey, Professor X, look at your homegirl. Let me show you. Hold on. I can't even. It won't even pull up on the screen. It won't even pull up on the screen.
Yep.
Leanne, we ain't talking about no meat man.
Let's talk about these.
He was programmed.
Let's talk about the old woman that during COVID, she sat up there and stole $1.2 million worth of chicken wings.
That's right.
Let's talk about her, Leanne.
She was programmed.
Yeah, that man must go from lamb chops, tomahawk meat or something. It couldn't get no
out of control, man. Y'all out of control. But man, we really do have to, man, dig off into our subconscious mind to alleviate some of that stuff that's in there, but because it's no good no more.
Yeah, that's it. A lot of this,
you know what I'm saying?
You're right. It's outdated. But once again, they tend to go back to the past, just like they want to go back and use different verses and chapters and characters in the Bible to, verify what's going on.
Ebony, you got it. You should have been here.
Ebony, you got to go back.
Hey, we got the entertainment of Leanne with the meat man. She's stealing the meat man. Be stealing the. She was to mess with a cat. He stole meat from him. We trying to reprogram her to not think about that guy no more.
We try to get her to become a vegetarian.
We got to throw him away. He ain't doing us no good.
We try to get her to go vegetarian. She's not doing it.
Don't throw him away. Leanne say that meat man and then messed her life up.
We're going to introduce her to a butcher.
Right.
We got a butcher on deck for you, Leanne.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
We got all the meat in the world.
That is too funny.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Leanne, you going through that post-traumatic, we got to get you to the post-traumatic growth. We got to get you to that part of not the PTSD, not the PS, whatever that stuff, the PTSD. We ain't talking about that. We talk about the PTG. The PTG is the post-traumatic growth. That means you're going to grow through this trauma. We fighting for you.
Yes, Lord.
We're here to encourage you.
We here to encourage. She talking about, hell, I'm traumatized. That boy, he stole the meat. That's trouble. I tell you what, you ain't got to worry about it no more because we're going to get you off of the meat and we're going to get you straight on the fruit diet.
Vegan. They working on me too, Leanne.
Yeah, we trying to get that pork out y'all live, man. We're going to get the pork out y'all live.
How much bacon you ate this week, Coach?
All right.
How much bacon you ate this week?
None. Zero. No sausage either.
Program.
Hey, all I had all week was salmon, shrimp. I ain't even had no chicken. For the whole week.
That's what's that.
That's good. You have to start
that iron in your body.
But I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow now.
You can only take it day by day.
Kind of like your sobriety, brother. It's got to treat it like your sobriety.
That's right.
One day at a time.
Yeah,
one calorie at a time. 1 calorie at a time.
That's it, man. That's it. But yeah. With that being said, I'm coming up on them 10, man. So I know it's possible. It'd be 10 years April 28th. So this is my year. I got a lot going on this year though. 73.
Yeah, man. I did a water fasting. I was fasting with water the other day, man, and it felt good that I could do it. You know what I'm saying? I say about the 23rd hour, I was looking for some food, but the whole thing was me going throughout the whole day with just drinking water.
Wow. I might try that one, man.
You got, and the thing about it is, if you staying busy, you're really not thinking about the food.
That's it.
And then if you drink some water, you pretty much gonna your fat cells gonna eat up off all of that. You know what I'm saying?
And then there's the intermediate fasting. And I mean, me being in the restaurants, I mean, it's kind of hard for me to like work and eat all at the same time. So it's like I literally go for hours without even thinking about having something to eat or whatever. But I mean, my water intake is really high. I mean, I drink like a lot of Gatorade, things like that. So yeah,
right.
So actually, it's not that challenging to program your mind. You just got to make a decision on what you want to do.
Right.
You got to have your mind made up, and then take the necessary steps to do it.
And then earlier today on the call, they're talking about like a financial fasting. Oh,
I like that. Yeah, I heard about that today.
So it's like,
I hadn't heard it.
I mean, because we always get to the point where it's like, if we want something, we just go out and get it.
What
about fasting from that? Save that money that you would normally go spend on, a pack of bacon or a pack of now laters. Save it. See how much money you've been to save.
Yeah. So we got something like that going on. My wife and I, we got envelopes, and it's go from 0 to 99, and you can put whatever you want. You put one of the envelopes, whatever it say, that's what you got to put in it for that week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know somebody that did that when they was going to the strip club. The money that they would use to go to the strip club, and they just started saving it. Yeah, you bought his wife a new car.
What? You ain't truthful about that, man.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
tell you, Kiki, I've been social media fasting for the last week or so. I come on to check, to see how everybody's doing, and then I get right back off of that thing. I've been missing Wealth Building Wednesdays. I got on the Wealth Building Wednesday today because of Shanita. Yeah. I haven't seen it. I haven't been on that, man. I ain't been on social media like that. I get on, do my spiel in the morning, and then after that, it's like back to the business. I got to grind, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because social media, man, that'll take up your whole day, man. Especially if you're not posting for profit. You're not posting for profit. You just pretty much wasting your time.
Yeah. Lurking.
Yeah, you trying to be nosy. You trying to see what somebody else doing.
That's it.
Instead of, because see, that's our biggest mistake in life, man. We always want to know what we was programmed to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
When the Joneses should be keeping up with us.
Wow.
I'm telling you, bro, I used to be on social media all day long. As soon as I heard a notification go off, I'm looking.
Wow.
And it wasn't even about me. It wasn't about my post. It wasn't about nothing.
Wow.
But it's like, as soon as you hit a little alert, it's like you just go there.
Right,
Income producing activity. That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
That's
it right there.
We have to. And it goes back into like we going through right now, just like with Intava. We got to fall in love with yourself again. But like we was talking about last week, when people fall in love with themselves, they cut out a bunch of stuff. But we get it confused with saying, "Oh, I'm putting me first." That's not falling in love with yourself. Falling in love with yourself is cutting some bad habits out.
Yeah.
Social media strolling, eating the pork, or eating whatever. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's loving yourself when you put yourself through rigorous new habits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, damn, well, I gotta quit calling this person. I ain't calling that person no more.
Right.
Or I ain't even finna entertain this program. I ain't finna entertain this. That's when you love yourself.
Yeah, and watching what's entering your gates, your ear gate and your eye gate.
Yeah. Because all your eyes are is a mirror.
That's it.
Whatever you see, whatever it goes in is going to bounce off that mirror and project right back out to you.
Yeah.
Exercising your mind and body and soul. That's real. I got off of my regimen of exercising for a little minute here. But then, just like your body say, hey, man, it's time to get back to it. My body's starting to react differently now to certain things. It's like now you're not eating as bad. Now it's time for you to get back into your exercise, and so you can tone up what you done lost.
Right. And I mean, all about muscle memory, because I stepped away from the gym for a while. And it's like, I can feel it. But it's like, I can lay up there and do like 20 push-ups or whatever, and, sit-ups, whatever. And it's like, the definition comes back because it's there. But, I look a certain way when I wear a chef coat. Just like I look a certain way when I wear like a button down. I enjoy that stuff. But it's like, if somebody tell me, oh, it look like you got small, I'm like, shit, really? I almost get offended by it. But you almost just have to redo it.
Yeah.
I mean, we have so many acronyms like, income producing activities. I mean, but other than that, IPA in the secular world stands for India Pale Beer, because it's a beer, like IPAs.
Oh, okay.
It's just like a stronger beer.
Yeah. Leanne, we proud of you. We applaud that. We applaud that. Get it down then. Get it on down.
That's almost 10 pounds a month, Leanne.
Mm-hmm. You hear me?
Using that detox too now.
She need to come on. Hey, wait a minute. Send me that. I gotta get you some tea going now. You supposed to be getting that tea.
Yeah. Now, Leanne, you done lost that weight, right? Now imagine if you would have still had that meat that God took from you, right? Wow. That's the whole testimony.
So what can we tell a person that don't have a program? What are some of the programs that we can help them implement into their life Does it matter your environment or where you're from, or how can they be connected to a program that would be beneficial to their livelihood?
I mean, I would go out to say that it doesn't really matter where they're from. I mean, like living wise, anyways, but all depending on how. Okay, he was having troubles with his phone.
Yeah,
but yeah, because it all goes back to how you were raised. I mean, if in your household, you always heard, why you want to do that? This isn't meant for us. Be normal. You can't afford that. You can't do that. And it's all feeding into your subconscious. Why you have little, Winston over there. His mom is like, oh yeah, he's walking at 6 months and all this other stuff, like constant like motivation and like just boosting them up and everything. So I mean, to me, it just goes back to like reprogramming that. I mean, find out where you're struggling in life, mentally.
Wow.
Write it down.
Start working on that. It's like some people that have low self-esteem, they can't be in front of like a group of people because they feel like they're ugly or their teeth are jacked up. Or look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. Oh, okay. So it's like he had to reprogram himself.
Yeah.
I mean, Beyonce, like, yeah, she was like doing her, modeling and her singing or whatever, but it was kind of easier for her. But it's all about adaptation.
Adjusting the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And the DNA carries all of that information. So when you adjust and align me with the universe, which is you, when you get in alignment with yourself on doing those, cutting out those habits, stop doing the certain things. When you start loving yourself for real, everything that you thought about is starting to being attracted to you. Yeah. It's not, you don't have to change. It's like I've come to realize that when you saying you chasing money, if you chase money, it's running from you. So that means in your mindset, you're never gonna have it.
Right.
Because you're always running after something that's running from you.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
When you saying that, man, I'm struggling. When you keep telling yourself you're struggling, what are you doing? You're programming your mind. When you tell yourself these things, that's programming. That's the programming we're talking about. How the conversations you're having with yourself.
Wow.
I don't care if you're the dumbest person in the world, but you tell yourself you're the smartest person, so that software will turn into your hard drive.
Yeah.
Come on. That's it. And that's one of the things I did, man. I'm telling you, in my transition state, I told myself, and it come from reading too. I'm more than a conqueror. I still believe that. I can do all things. I can do all things. That's the kind of stuff that helped me, man.
Yeah, I mean, because you're repeating all those affirmations, and I mean, people have affirmation Bibles, like their little journals that they write in. Yeah. All that stuff is great. So the only person that you really need to convince to succeed is yourself.
That's it.
So when it comes to affirmation, I'm more than a conqueror. I'm a lender, not a borrower. Things like that. You have to speak that stuff. I mean, they call it fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
People that actually fake it till they make it, they'll walk around with, you can order counterfeit money off of Amazon.
But it's I don't mean to cut your wisdom out, but it's not even faking it.
Right.
It's really looking into you, who you saying that you're going to be.
Right.
Yeah, you're seeing yourself down the road.
But I'm just saying, like, their secular term is called faking it till you make it, because you always heard somebody, I'm going to just fake it till I make it. It's like, okay, you can fake it till you make it until it actually becomes real.
That's right.
Now, if you still doing
the thing about it is, with them words, you're faking it. Right. So that means it'll never come to real life, because your subconscious mind knows one thing about the word fake, not real. Right. So you will never fake it until you make it, because you will never make it.
Right. You got to believe it when you say it.
And the thing about prayer, like I've learned in these last couple of months, people talk about, I'm going to pray for it. No, if you're sitting up there begging for it, you're never going to get it. If you go through life commanding, hey, God, I got this new car coming in next month. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Hey, I got these new books coming in next month. I appreciate that for giving that to me. You don't even have it, but you're telling the universe that I thank you for giving it to me. Be grateful and thankful for the things that you already have or that you don't have.
That's right.
And so it would be a starting track.
Huh? Yeah, you declare and decree it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It
Because
is
people
so.
don't want to understand these type of programs. Oh, sit there with your hands folded, and no, don't sit there with your hand. You supposed to open your hands. That's like Muslims. That's why they had their hands open so they can receive. If you got your hands closed and you doing this, how can you receive anything? You blocking the blessing.
Yeah.
That's why it hardly ever comes.
But a lot of people
But
sit up
when
there
you
and they
sit
put
up there and
restrictions on
hold your
God.
arms open, go
They
ahead.
I
put
said a
what?
lot of people put restrictions on God. I don't care how religious you are. You can't sit up there and tell me that this almighty being, you know, he's willing to help everybody else out except for you. Okay.
Right.
Oh, Lord, you know, I got to go to work tomorrow. You know, please let my car work. Why are you still praying to God for that broke down ass car? Why don't you pray to God and ask him for a car
Pray
that
for
don't
a
need to be
new
worked on?
Well, command and declare, demand, a new one.
Yeah, because all you have to do is like increase your ask. That's it. If you just need $40 until your, you know, rent come through or whatever, don't be surprised if you just get $40. When somebody like you probably walking over, oh man, you know, this is what's going on, and then you, oh, here's 100. Well, I can give you the change. No, I was led to get a seat.
That's it.
Right.
But it's like you get upset when you get what you asked for, but then you get mad if you don't.
That's it.
And then a lot of times people, they'll pray for something and then turn around and say, I ain't gonna get that.
Yeah.
Well, why, if you ain't gonna, you know, why even pray for it if you're gonna tell yourself, man, that ain't gonna work? All you're doing is knocking down the blessings. When we start talking down on ourselves, like somebody gonna tell me the other day, man, I hope I ain't got to struggle. Well, no, you ain't never had to struggle.
Right.
Right. You just press. You press toward the mark. You don't struggle, you keep pressing.
Leanne said, why that $40, Professor X? Why?
Why $40? Because, Leanne, let me tell you why. We was programmed. The Bible says y'all supposed to get bread. Now take the $40 and run. It's a blessing.
That's what the Bible says.
40, the funky 40.
Yeah, the funky 40. There must be a word for somebody because 40 just came out. I didn't say 40. God did.
God did. They didn't believe in us.
Right.
Y'all sucker, boy. Y'all is sucker.
Oh, man.
That's just the universal code, Leanne. $40. That's all across the nation. That fucking 40.
Everybody know that 40 go a long way nowadays. You can get everything with the 40.
Yeah.
I remember that 40 just used to be the phone bill.
I remember
Hey.
40 used to just be something you could buy at the store. But nowadays, you want to sit up there and say 40, certain females get offended by it. Like, I just said 40. Why I gotta be 40? Okay,
Oh, man.
39. You can want $39.
$39.99. Well, you better cut it out, Professor.
Say, let me give y'all some more signs of post-traumatic stress, man. I like this one, man. It was some vivid flashbacks of feeling that trauma. Leanne, you got to pay attention because you got that PTSD. You need to go get a check. I'm telling you. Vivid flashbacks, feeling like trauma is happening right now.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. She just said that.
Yeah. Intrusive thoughts or images. You know them thoughts that you don't want in your head. Intense distress and real or symbolic reminders of trauma. We got to get everybody in this Black community has PTSD. We just don't even understand that we sick.
You're absolutely right.
Physical sensations such as pain, sweating, nausea, or trembling. Everybody has that daily. We can get PTSD checks all day. If y'all really want to know about a handicap, if y'all really want to say, man, the government can give me some money, go down there, tell them you got the PTSD because you heard gunshots in your neighborhood. Because that's trauma to you. That's a disorder. Go get you some money. I done gave y'all some free game.
Yeah.
It might take you a little time, but you finna get paid every month once them checks get to start.
Yeah.
Be mindful though, when you get them checks, you can only work a limited time, 20 hours a week.
And you gotta pay your tithes.
And you gotta pay your tithes.
Go ahead, Professor.
Oh, no.
What?
Man, but hey, man, I'm telling you, man, we have to really understand the programming episode of what we're going through right now, man, because this is a time, man, where everybody was comfortable on their jobs. When COVID came, then we started paying attention to what was really happening. You could tell people all day in America, hey, man, get ready for this new ailment that's going to come out. It's going to shut the world down. Boy, going on. You don't know what you're talking about. Then, when it happened, oh, damn. Say, man, what else you know?
Mm-hmm.
But then they don't even look at the news. They don't look at these YouTube TED Talks. They don't listen to these people who are in power long enough. All they do is look at the news, really. I ain't gonna say they don't look at the news. All they do is look at the news because the news is gonna give you only limited information. It's not gonna program you to learn something new. It's not gonna program you. That's why people talk about, I look at the news just to be informed. On what?
Right.
What are you being informed on? The same nonsense that they talk about all the time. Somebody died. Somebody's house caught on fire. Somebody got killed. What are we doing? What you need to be informed on that for? If your family member dies, they gonna call you. Somebody gonna call you in the family.
Let the dead bury the dead.
You know what? I'm trying to get everybody off of that news, man. I got a homegirl, man. She looks at the news, I be like, come on, man, get off the news, man. That news ain't talking about nothing. But, you know, yeah. Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah. A lot of people are ashamed, man. And they feel like it's not cool to have a therapist talk to them. You know, black people, we have to understand, man, therapy is therapeutic, man. That's what's going to help us get out of that meat-stealing mindset.
Yeah, because she said nobody want to give her no money.
If he would have left $40, she would have been all right. I feel like she would have been.
No, she would have been all right, but then she would have sat her there, and every time she heard $40, she would have had a flashback.
On the meat.
And you would have just started throwing hot dogs at people. What happened to her?
Boy, y'all best, boy.
40.
That fucking 40.
They gonna give you some money, Leanne. You gotta take your time and you gotta sit down now. They gonna give you some money.
That's it, man.
No, man, it's been good though, man. I'm telling you, we gotta really start, man. Listen, like I said, I'm gonna give somebody some advice tonight. Listen to YouTube vibrations when you're going to sleep. What you put in your body while you're in theta mode, you will, trust me, you will hear it in your subconscious the next day. You will start to feel different every day because your vibrations are starting to get high. Like 19 Keys say, man, this is high level, not eye level. We're not trying to keep y'all at the eye level. We're trying to get you on that high level vibration, high level frequency. The more things you think about frequently, it becomes your frequency. If you're thinking about high level frequencies, you will start to have a high level frequency.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's what it is. But hey, man, that was my last 2 cents for the night. What you got, KD? What can these people do to get them some better programming?
Hey, what I do, I'm gonna go with a little meditation, man. Get at one with yourself. At one with yourself, you know. Find a time during the day, where it be in the morning, noon, or night. 15 minutes. Get to yourself and actually get at one with yourself. I ain't even say, you know, just like sometimes at the schoolhouse, I will go in the garden and sit and just meditate. You know, you got to find a place where you can be at one with yourself, and that's how you're gonna be reprogrammed.
Yeah. What you got for us, Professor?
I'm gonna say that if you're single for Valentine's Day, just remember a 40 can get you a shorty. No. My last words, whatever we plant in our subconscious mind and nourish with repetition and emotion, one day will become a reality.
That's it. Wow.
I like that. Yeah, man, because we got to realize, man, that subconscious mind is running half of our lives, man. Half the people around us, man, 90% of the people live in survival mode.
Yeah, and it's 95% of like, you know, they're working out of the subconscious.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's a lot. Yep. So imagine what you could do with that little, like that 5%. I mean, I already said we're not even using a fraction of our brain.
Right.
So
and that's real, man. We do have to start expanding, man. Start, you know, like KD say, read the books, man. Get more off into some alone time and picking up a book to read, man.
Yeah.
It'll never hurt, you know. But hey, man, that's our time again. Next week, Wednesday at 8:30, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, like always, man. Peace.
Peace.